Hello, everyone, and welcome to a Tubi episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today, we shall be discussing the Dirty D, seasons 1 and 2, sexy spoiler review, as we compare this to P-Valley. I think that would be a decent comparison in some ways. Happy Juneteenth. Let's start with that. Yeah, how else can we celebrate Juneteenth but talking about a show that, by us for us, if you will. How did we get here? A coworker of mine, Kia, said, David, I'm watching a show called The Dirty D. It's like P-Valley. I was like, you had me at dirty. No, I'm just kidding. But she was like, it's like P-Valley. I was like, let me check this out. I started watching this shit. I was like, what am I watching? I was like, don't watch this at the gym. That's what I learned quickly. I like to watch TV at the gym. And I was like, this ain't it. I know Tubi would go this far for free. I was like, really? Whoa, for real. I was like, what? Nasty. Anyway, but I have to say, I feel that in comparison, I would think P-Valley would be the closest thing we probably compare this to. And I would say storytelling wise, a Black hood story set in a club. There are sexy women at some point strippers, and it somewhat centers around the club and what the shenanigans that ensue around the club. But the Dirty D does a good job of 2 seasons that weren't all about, oh my God, we're gonna lose the club. And it could have been. There was a lot of
we get multiple episodes of people walking up with random pieces of paper like, the club is mine. Oh man, damn it. Do you read it? Do you even know
my power of attorney, which is one sheet of paper that I pulled out my pocket? Oh shit, you must got this whole
Is
club.
it even notarized? Like, who's the attorney that did it? Like, where's any type of official anything?
Just bam. Hey, bro,
here. There it is.
Got that power of attorney. All right, you good. I'm walking away now. But that's just one part of it. Like, that's just one part of it. And so I did like the fact that was not the main story. So I think storytelling wise, plot wise, is better than P-Valley. I would say. As you drink. And also proper representation of authenticity. Tyra is in fact a legitimate stripper. And when she starts stripping, I'm like, that's legit. No actress on P-Valley, lead actress, is a stripper. Yet they're all playing strippers. So I would say proper representation.
Why hire the legitimate stripper to be the college girl who's never danced before, but all of a sudden you just walk on stage and you know all the moves?
Naturally talented. It's called natural talent. Hey, how many times have we seen the music artist play the street kid / student who, I don't know how to do music, but just let me try. And then all of a sudden they just kill it. I mean, this is not the first time we've seen this formula. I mean, for that, I would say. So there's that. But acting is far better on P-Valley. I say overall, P-Valley has better acting. P-Valley, the dialogue is better on this show though. Because we've said plenty of times, P-Valley, just straight Southern ignorance. Like, even people from Louisiana are upset with that dialogue. So this is somewhat better than that. I got to give it that. And it's shorter. I mean, it's shorter episodes, but they do more. That's like I would say. Like these are very 37-minute episodes.
A whole lot of.
Fuck it. They get that in there too. And
for no reason. It's like walking in, watching a porno. It's like, hey, how are you? I came to fix the toilet. I'm like, what?
Once that soundtrack starts, somebody. once that soundtrack starts, you're like, somebody's getting the dick. I mean, that's his bottom line. And speaking of that, so a lot of baby mama fucking going on. So I actually tried to write all that down because I was confused. I had to watch it again just to somewhat get the whole story straight on who's effing who and who got who pregnant and who's engaged to who now. A lot of that going on. Anyway, Kyra really is the center character in this story. She joins the Dirty D because her boyfriend Terrence is a cheating piece of shit, and so she wants to leave him because he's still fucking Keisha, his baby mama, or just a woman he's fucking, or just a woman he's fucking, apparently. So, but then she goes work for the Davises, Brick Davis and Tiffany Davis, and things ensue. I was like,
Tiffany was like, "You gonna be fucking her," and she was great.
So that's what I thought. And I told Kia this. Like when I first started the show, I was like, okay, Brick has obviously cheated before. I get that. I'm like, but Tiffany is insecure and she's persecuting Kyra, and that's not okay until the whole private dinner and she butt naked ass up. Then I'm like, never mind. Never mind.
I'm not that type of girl until you are.
Until you are. Mind you now. So before this happens, right? So Brick is already suspicious of of Tiffany, right? Like he's worried about Tiffany fucking around. But like he's steady like, hey, I gotta set up this whole elaborate private dinner, and that's when Kyra walks in and she's like, hey, I'm the only one here. And he's like, well, what else do you need? And she's like stroking his jean jacket or whatever. And I'm like, this is your boss, girl. Like, what? Like, when did we get to the whole jean stroking thing? But then I was like, and then I'm like, and then just fucking, I'm like, just, and some sex scenes were more believable than others. Like Kyra's was definitely legit. Like all these women committed. I would say except for Tiffany. Like Tiffany, you can tell she was wearing the pasties. Like she went like Tiffany Davis, the IG model that played her. She was like, I'm only going so far, buddy. Like this, you ain't getting all of this. And I was like, I get it. But India committed. Like India committed. Definitely Kyra committed. I was like, yeah. And then the whole honey. Let's talk about. You know which one Honey is? Mm-hmm. Honey was the one that was apparently sucking off Brick when he's introduced. So you remember he's in the office typing, right? And then Tiffany comes in, they start talking, and then she leaves. Then he fucks her on the table. Excuse me. They do a quickie on the table, right? And then she leaves. And then a woman gets up from under Brick's desk. And he said, you gotta go. That's Honey.
I don't recall the face. I just remember a woman.
Well, yeah, I mean, at that point, you're just supposed to be like, okay, he was getting head from some random ass woman. But she has okay, so Sean called Kyra Lori Harvey, is how he referred to her. Once he found out that she was fucking his partner and Brick. And I get that, but I want to say Honey has a list. So she sucked off Brick as the boss. Then she sucked off also Malik. Before she sucked off Malik, she was asked to suck off the inspector who came to follow up on Terrence being thrown out. Okay, so that's 3 throats right there. Then she had sex with Boom in season 2 in the car just for no reason. And he was like, hey, how many more minutes before your break is over? And she's like, enough to get this penis. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Then she raped India.
Oh, her. Okay.
All right. And then
I know what you're talking
about. my bad. So the one who got Nikki to drug India so she could lick her, so she could figure out why Money Mike had sex with her.
That makes sense.
It didn't make any sense. Like, what are we doing?
And the threesome where India automatically just like remembers getting toned down by this chick, like, oh, you raped me. What?
Seeing your head down between my legs made me go, oh, that's right. The last time
I remember that tongue.
I remember this tongue. And I was like, I can't believe you did this to me. And I was like, I'm sorry, this is not what we're doing right now. I can't believe we're doing any of this shit. But again, let's talk about Money Mike. Why are you paying 2 women who you have fucked for free to fuck you again? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Because clearly both of them individually are down for whatever. So I can't believe why you're like, hey, girls, How about I give you this stack of hundreds so you can do what we're probably going to do again individually, probably anyway. And they're like, all right, I'm trying to get that bag. I'm like, what are we? Now, this delivers more than Brandy Woodbine and whole wife, coach, husband threesome shit. Like this is what was supposed to happen. I'm like, and this makes a little bit more sense. So again, I would say better than P Valley. It actually somewhat came together. Coming, but in the end, of the women who gave up the draws and really did not progress in life is Honey. After all the penises she's taken in the mouth and other things, the only thing she got left is that she's the only bottle girl left at the Dirty D when Brick gets out of prison and gets his club back.
Was that big forehead girl there before the sister took over?
Honey?
No, it's one with like a really big forehead.
The one with the braces?
I don't know if she had braces.
One that was talking that got fired, who's like,
it was Honey, and then it was another girl. And he was telling Honey he was going to hire her, but he hired the other girl with the big forehead.
Okay. Shit. I think the one.
I mean, she didn't have any lines, I don't believe, but I just remember her being as forehead.
Oh.
And then when he fired everybody, she left too. And I was like,
weren't you one of the original stuff? I don't even remember Yaya and Jovan hiring anyone, actually, because he said if you were hired by Yaya, you got to go. And I'm like, they didn't. Not on camera. They didn't hire.
They hired like the little chocolate one.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she was. I think she did bring in some people, but they just all kind of blend together after a while.
After a while, they all. But I'm saying, Honey, like the one he made manager, the one he made the manager. So like, so I was like, that Malik. I think he said, I guess Malik made manager.
Mm-hmm. He screwed Honey, and then he screwed the other girl.
Right, back to back.
Mm-hmm.
Back to
and
back.
Honey thought she had it, but he was like, nah.
Sorry, baby. She's like, you just get to keep your job. Does that mean I get promotion, or you just need to keep your job? I did like it. I thought that was kind of hardcore smooth. But then again, he's supposed to be so in love with Tiffany that he's like that. He actually, when I saw it the second time, I realized he actually put his cufflink in the bedroom to ensure that Brick found it.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, but he also put Brick's ring back, which didn't make any sense. He put the ring on the nightstand and then he put his cufflink on the ground. But I'm like, how does putting the ring back make Brick know that she's fucking around on him? Like, I think
they have been screwing around for like years, apparently.
Yes.
And he had a whole wife.
Yeah, she's been in Germany for 3 years. So, and she's not mentioned in any way, shape, or form in season 1. She's barely introduced in season 2. But yeah, he has a wife that he only saw once, and somehow they're still married. But my problem is that when Breeze is introduced as Jay's sister and Brick's new lover / partner, she tells him, by the way, Malik has been fucking your wife for years. But then she acts all surprised when Jay's like, someone just murdered my husband, Malik. And she's like, oh my God.
She set that up. Because didn't she tell him?
Yes.
Like, Malik is screwing you over with the lawyer thing, right?
So
I feel like she told him that.
She told him about the cheating. It was Malik who called him on the burner phone that the cop gave him to tell him about the lawyer. And then once Brick found out that Malik was fucking his wife, then he just said, well, you must have told me about the lawyer because you knew that, like he said, without me, Breeze wasn't fucking with you. You ain't making no moves, so you need to get me out of jail anyway. So he ultimately had Boom shoot Malik really over Tiffany. And the business thing just had to be second. But again, you were about to leave Tiffany for Kyra. And then what's really trifling was when he went to her gravesite and was like, you know what, girl? We both did things to each other, but I'm going to forgive you for this whole Malik thing. Let's just chalk it up to we do things. I'm like, You've been cheating on her a couple of times, and you were about to leave her right then.
He maybe had a baby on the way.
I
You don't
so
know if it was Terrence or
Brick, because she was like 8 weeks. She was very like significant. That meant something to her. Like, to me, that made me think that was Terrence's kid.
It's cross contamination is what it is.
That's what you need to space that penis out. And also, they don't do a good job of time span, so we're not sure like when she was getting sick with who.
Need at least one lunar cycle between penises, at least.
So we know whose father it is, because then we get to Keisha. What happened to the video of Tiffany and Malik that Nikki had? Oh, that's right. So Nikki still has it on her phone. Let's talk about that real quick. So Nikki sees Boom get head from a random girl who wanted to get into the club.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, that's the kind of guy I can go out with. They go out on a date. Anyway, he finds out that she's working for Captain Bill, the police, that she's a snitch. He's about to shoot her. The only reason he doesn't is because she has a son. And they want us to believe.
I've seen this before.
Where? Power?
The Family Business. Not Family Business. What's the other one? The one from All Black. With Carissa.
Oh, the family.
No.
A House Divided.
Remember he went to go kill girl. She's like, I'm crazy.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, I can't kill you. Darn it.
Never mind. But what's crazy about that, they want us to believe she moved in with Boom, that they became a couple after that.
Remember she was missing because she was like a critical witness? So she just at dude's house? Chilling?
Yes. But why are you fucking with each other? He tried to murder you. Like, why are you with this?
So what kind of relationship is this?
And then
I thought he killed her and then did something to her body and planted her as Tiffany. Because I don't think Tiffany's dead. I just don't.
Now she's not in the credits for season 2, so we do have to acknowledge that she's not in the credits.
I'm just saying, I don't think she's dead. I think season 3 or 4, she's just gonna miraculously show up with her what do you call it? Her paperwork.
Oh, her power of attorney.
Club.
She got her own power of attorney that she. I hear you, but so let's go down this road. So my problem with this is that neither Yaya, her sister, or fucking Brick were asked to come down to confirm the identity of the body that they found in that garage or whatever.
Remember, it was so disfigured they couldn't tell if it was a man or a woman, despite the boobs and the nails and all this stuff. They had no idea what this body was. So how did they figure out it was Tiffany?
The nails. It was the nails and the dress. That's what Captain Bill said, because somehow he had photos of her Instagram and was like, "Hey, look at the nails."
Yeah, that's what I think. It was planted.
Because
you can slap a nails and dress on any little thing.
I hear you, and I would love for that to be a story. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, like, what we got right now is, if that's what we're doing, that's like Marcus, all of a sudden is alive. / Jason, he's all of a sudden alive. So, but anyway, I'm just saying, if they want us to believe that Tiffany is dead, it doesn't make sense that the only two, her next of kin and her husband, are not asked to identify the body before she gets a gravestone, right? She gets a whole funeral. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, where's the confirmation of the body so we can get that? I don't get
fingerprints, no dental records, nothing.
Also, funerals. Undercover Detective Marcus / Jason is brutally murdered, I guess, and no body, no funeral. I'm like, and oh my God, he just has to be laying in the bed, and like, oh, there he is, and now he's testifying because he's brought back to life so he can testify. So who did he identify? Are we saying that it was actually Terrence who tried to kill him?
That's what I'm thinking. They look like him.
Because he tried to kill. right? Well, he has a lot of hair. This guy had like a hoodie on and shit. So I'm like, that's what got me going. But I think because the season 1 finale, when Terrence is talking to the captain, and then the other guy talks about, oh, I heard there's a woman named Kyra that may be involved in this. Like, they gave you the impression, and then he was lying. They showed you all the flashbacks. It was almost like Terrence is like, I got to get rid of Marcus so he don't implicate Kyra.
Right.
So I'm like, why do you get one? You haven't even confirmed with her that she was actually part of the drug operation, because she actually wasn't. Like, she didn't know what was going on with that. So the baby belonged to Terrence. So the only baby? The only baby we know right now
aborted child. I'm assuming that Kyra's aborted child.
That's what we have to go with. But then he proposed to her anyway. After, I think it was Terrence, but didn't the person get shot in the back seat? He was shooting wildly, and then Marcus shot outside. So the person ran away. He should have a bruise. I think writers are trying to say, like, at some point we're gonna see Terrence without his shirt on or whatever. One of the many times he was fucking, and we should have seen this. And he has like some kind of bruise or some kind of gun wound, and we're gonna be like, oh, that's what ties him to the actual shooting. I think because they made a point of us not knowing which person Marcus identified in courts.
If not that, then who's the dirty cops that we keep talking about?
Cops, plural.
Cops.
So Sean is Sean is Sean. So that's only one cop. But then we find out that Ice, which is Brick's cousin and owns the Gentleman's Club, because that club never got a name. Let's just call it D Valley. So D Valley is being ran by him and Sean. And Sean's a cop, and as Kyra pointed out, you got to be a dirty cop because you're managing a club where you got pussy and drugs now being sold out of said business. I would consider that kind of dirty. Anyway, Ice is apparently now he's the snitch, and now he's in witness protection. I was like, where is Tamika? That's what I'm looking for. I need Tamika watch Isaac to show up and be like, we're gonna take care of this. He's gonna be hanging out with Tasha wherever she's at. Is this show as good as Double Cross? It depends what you mean is good.
I find Double Cross more entertaining. It's just more shenanigans.
This is more shenanigans. That's what it is. Like, it's so bad that you want to laugh at it, and therefore,
it's funny. This isn't really funny.
No.
It's just stuff happening, like,
and it's just the bad acting, like the special effects. It's just that
subtitles. Don't even bother turning on the subtitles. They're so wrong. I was like, what? That's not what she said.
I'm like, damn it. It's like watching Force when the daddy's talking because he's so Irish that they just make up shit. They're like, we don't know what this motherfucker's saying. I think the captain is crooked. If he is, he must be working for like a whole separate rival operation because he is truly committed with taking down Brick. Like, he's really committed to this. So I don't know how he's crooked. It could be. But so the district attorney, which is Shay's brother, he shredded the indictments.
At first I was thinking, like, did he do that because nobody else was supposed to know, and so he just wanted to make sure that nobody else knew? Or is he up to something shady?
I think he did the whole, did anyone see this? No, sir.
Right.
Just you. I was like, oh, you about to get shot. So, but anyway, no. So I think it's connected to Terrence. I think Terrence is on the list, and now that he knows that that's his sister's baby daddy, I think he's trying to protect him at some level. I think.
Does he know? Because nobody knows who their real baby daddies are, apparently. Even though she did the whole clutch my pearls. How dare you insinuate that I could be having sex with multiple men? You met the dude at a paternity test.
Wait.
Probably don't make great decisions with men. Just
on top of the fact that you met him at a paternity test where neither man was the father, which means he's barebacking a woman that has sex with at least 3 men in a very close time period.
And she has multiple children. Well, we only see the one.
We only see TJ. The
I
oldest
didn't even
son
know his name.
doesn't even have a name. We have not seen him, and he doesn't even have a name. Terrence said, "What about my oldest child? Does oldest child have a name, a picture or some shit?" And he only
Do you
picks up.
even see this show?
He only
Because
picks
he
up.
only
TJ.
has the little one.
He only picks up TJ. He only picks up TJ. So fuck that oldest kid. Also, when you watch it again in season 1, he actually jokes with Keisha about the fact that she has a other dude thinking that he's the father of the oldest kid. He actually jokes about that. Oh my God. So because he thinking TJ is his, and he's not the father of the second kid, of the first kid, but she got some other dude thinking that he is the father and paying child support. He actually jokes about that. So I was like,
he's still having sex with her.
and still giving up. Anyway, so back to Shay, how Shay, as a medical professional, okay, who works in a paternity center, right? How
But
do
she
you have
works everywhere, apparently. Just wherever they need a nurse, that's what she does.
Damn. Why? How are you having unprotected sex with a man that just got talked in a 3-way paternity situation? Like, and you have unprotected sex to the point that you get pregnant.
Mm-hmm. And you find the other girl he was screwing just had an abortion, and you doing the numbers like, there's baby.
Okay, I don't know. I guess my pullout game ain't that strong. I was like, apparently. His hands are, though. He whooped the shit out of Keisha. I was like, damn. He whooped her ass. I mean, I was like, she did send the. I mean, I understand. I mean, she did send the video. I'm just saying for Miss Brenda to be like, if you weren't paying that child support, I'd shoot you. But since you are, go ahead. Just
apple don't fall far from the tree.
She got 5 kids. You've only seen one. I'm like, where are her other siblings who could, I don't know, beat up the man who whooped your sister's ass? Also, TJ, I feel bad for that actor, the cute little child actor. He's constantly being cussed at and cussed around. Constantly.
And he just be sitting there like, I was like, is he special?
Right. I was like, oh.
How do you pin a kid on multiple daddies? Like, the kid has to keep this together too. Like,
daddy,
is he slow?
Daddy.
Is that all he says, Daddy? Toys?
All right, so where were the kids when Keisha's mom had a date and she was leaving the house at 8 p.m.? Clearly not at the daddy's house. So actually, let's get into that. So when Sean is on his date with Kyra, he says, my baby mama is going through it, and now my child is with me. So actually, that's Nikki's baby. That's Nikki's baby daddy. That's Nikki's baby daddy. Because when it's revealed that Nikki is staying with Boom and Sean shows up to the house, Keisha shows up to the house with TJ. So for first. So we got Keisha showing up to Boom's house with TJ, assuming that now Boom is the dad. Assuming he says, "Go to your room, son," but Nikki's already there. So I'm like, how many rooms do you got in this damn house, and where is her kid? Because if Sean's showing up to see Nikki, I'm like, Sean is a cop. So if you're hiding from the cops, why are you telling your cop baby daddy where you're at? Like, they might come looking for you. Anyway, so I kind of broke down the baby dad. So Nikki has a son with Sean, who's the cop, and Nikki is staying with Boom. Okay. Lachey thinks she's pregnant by Terrence. Terrence just proposed to Kyra with the whole light thing in the ring or whatever.
They do that on every TV show.
Oh, really?
Every show, yes.
So then we got India. All right, so India is now engaged to Ice. Then Ice gets put into witness protection, and then India gets kidnapped after she gets a stripper bartender named Brittany to lick her down, which makes Ice go, that's why I'm talking about marriage right there. That's the one. And he puts a ring on it because he's like, I gotta keep this girl. And I'm like, and then she says, I can't cook, but I can take that dick. And he's like, you know what? That's all I need. It also made me think of Cardi B's song where she's like, I don't cook, I don't clean, but I still got this ring. And she's like, WAP. I'm like, okay. How'd that work out for you?
Vagina making men marry y'all. Right.
Not stay faithful, but maybe marry y'all. And so so Keisha is the one. So we have no idea who this oldest son is, or what he looks like, or whatever. And we had Money Mike, Terrence, both sitting up there thinking that they were the daddies. They are not the daddies. Now we think Boom could be the daddy. Don't even know. Boom is steadily having sex with Honey in the car while Nikki is sitting in his house with her child, just for the record. And I'm like, what? I don't even know what's going on with any of this. And then I worry about these children. I worry about no one notices that the kid is named TJ. Like, Boom don't go, how'd you get the name TJ? Because that sounds like Terrence Jr. Like,
we don't know Boom's real name. It could be Tommy.
It could be it could be Tyrone. It could be some other T out there. But I'm like Money Mike should have been like, why is my son not named Mike?
Right.
I don't know. Also, let's talk about who should be the target of assassinations and kidnappings. Kyra. Riddle me this. All right, so Honey drugs and seduces India because she had sex with Mike.
Mm-hmm.
But Honey does nothing to Kyra, and Honey was also having sex with Brick a couple of times. In fact, she said, huh?
I mean, who wasn't? So
I know Honey was getting around. I'm just saying, if you're gonna go after anyone, you go after the one who's having sex with Brick, because Brick is your boss. Brick is also has more resources to get you from point A to point B. Oh, I didn't know you can have court-ordered child support from multiple men. So let's talk about that. So in season 2, Lachey says, I'm gonna help you file the paperwork so you don't have to pay child support. The problem with that is that she already pulled her child support, because the whole thing in season 1 was Terrence said, if you stop making me pay child support, I can pay the money directly to you, and this won't count against your government assistance. So she signed the paperwork. She even took a picture of their contract. And so there should be no paperwork to file when it comes to Terrence, because we had kind of took care of that last season, for the record. But anyway, again, paternity center is not the place to look for a man. Just what's up?
Well, why would you do that? Like, if you go take your baby daddy off child support and then turn around and file for aid or some sort, wouldn't they be like,
what about the child support? But child support is not spousal support. So these are two different types of support. And to your point, I mean, she does have 2 kids. So we actually don't know the status of how many men are paying child support for for the oldest child, which we've never seen and don't have a name for. And can you switch them around? Can you go to the court and say, oh, my bad, it's actually this dude?
So also, what's the little one, TJ, and not the big one?
Also true. We don't know the kid. We don't know the oldest kid's name actually at all. So we don't know. And then depending on the dialogue, it's Terrence is the father of both children. Then what? Terrence is only the father of TJ. Depending on the season and the scene, they keep on going back and forth.
Why? Because in the beginning, he had 2 with her. He had the big one and the little one. Because the little one came when he was in a relationship with Kyra. Because she was like, you had a baby on me.
A baby, singular, right?
So I'm assuming he already had the big one. And then they got together. He had the little one in the relationship, which is why she was mad in the first place, because you kept cheating on her. And apparently you couldn't pay the bills, but then you turn around and buy a whole new house. I didn't understand that.
Also, I will say that because once Keisha took him off formal child support. Oh, let's talk about his career real quick, because this will also make sense. All right. He's an undercover cop who just got his first undercover operation. Then he immediately blew this by revealing his badge to Brick.
Like, he's a terrible undercover.
And then, by the way, Brick, like his Captain Bill, never says, "How's your undercover operation going?" Not once. Not what. And like, he hasn't been undercover nothing. And what happened to the promotion he was trying to get that was going to help him pay for this house and all this other stuff? He's going to be do big things once he got his promotion.
Right. And he gave Brick like thousands of dollars on his card.
Well, that was he gave him the card to show that was probably his undercover. That was when he was undercover, and so that credit card was probably just for show by the police force so he could buy the liquid cocaine, which I didn't know that was a thing. So like I was like, so
I'm assuming it's not liquid, it's just in a bottle.
He said liquid cocaine.
Did he?
He did. I figured out the way
How
to sell
it.
That's why I just said, he was like, how do I figured out a way to sell liquid cocaine, not cocaine in the bottle, which is why it's in the bottle. Like
I thought they just put like the little packets of cocaine in the bottle. So they're like literally out here just drinking cocaine,
taking it to the head. I don't even know. I don't even.
That's a thing.
I don't know.
I don't know much about cocaine, but certain things break down over time when in liquid form. I don't know.
You can in Michigan, I guess Missouri.
Yeah, Michigan.
You can stop it depending on what benefits you have. I work for the county. All right. So you feel this is accurate for the child support situation? I don't know. The liquid cocaine thing, liquid cocaine thing was crazy. Also, Bree should have been in the first season at some point. If one of your main clients is in jail, you need to get that fucker out of jail, like, because you ain't making no money. So who got the lawyer? The woman lawyer that didn't know anything, and got him like. Also, he was arrested for murder. He was arrested for killing Marcus. By the time what?
Marcus isn't dead.
But the point is, he's legally dead because they found the badge in the club, and then they said you were under arrest. So they're arresting him for murder, even though.
Why did Tiffany put the badge in there?
That also doesn't make any sense. Like, what was your end game? Like, was he supposed to sit down, find the badge, and go, "Oh, this must have fell out of Marcus' pocket"? Also, a badge doesn't have a name on it. Like, when they're like, "Oh, this is Marcus's badge," it has a serial number. It don't have your name. Like, that's what your ID is for. It should just say police department. It don't be like David Davis's badge. Like, it's it says like U.S.
I
Marshal.
thought it had like your first name in it, like Officer So-and-so or something. I didn't think
that was on a badge. But anyway, they found the badge. They found the badge. No fingerprints. Anyone could have put that badge in there. I could have got him.
Somebody's fingerprint was on it.
Well, no, I mean like
Tiffany. Was it Tiffany?
Tiffany. So Tiffany, Malik's. Tiffany, Malik, and Marcus. Was I the only one thinking Sean was undercover the entire time? Ice and the world knew that he was a cop, but not Boone. Yes. So
he was undercover until Ice was like,
"No, he's a cop.
They were cousins, whatever."
Yeah.
And then Kyra knew. And it was like, "Oh, okay, so this isn't a sting."
Kyra knew because
she said something.
All right.
Because I was like, she's dating another cop. And then what happened to the friend that Tiffany killed?
Yeah, they just kept that moving. Like, so that's what I'm saying. So anyway, back to who should have killed Kyra. Like, Tiffany should have killed Kyra right after she heard, "I'm leaving my wife for this bitch." Like, Tiffany should, instead of killing your best friend Paris, or before you kill your best friend Paris, you kill the bottle girl who's taking your husband. Like,
just give us liquid cocaine.
She can overdose some liquid. I'm like, so I would say Tiffany should have tried to kill Kyra. Bree should have tried to kill Kyra instead of killing fucking Tiffany, because he was leaving Tiffany for Kyra. So clearly Tiffany was not holding any sway over Brick. So like, why is everybody
in Tiffany's name? So why are we? Well,
Was it?
So maybe she killed Tiffany because everything was in her name. Then Brick would get everything, and then they can kind of resume operations.
That would.
Because if they got divorced, Tiffany would have got everything.
That's a good plan. That's a good plan. That's a good plan. But I still feel like Kyra should have been on the list of murder, just in general.
Just some GP.
Yeah, just be like, she got to go. She a liability. She a liability. I like Yaya with the sister. But again, she made very little effort to figure out who killed her sister. I felt like I was watching Power Book too. Like
that's what I'm thinking. She knows her sister isn't there.
I hear you. Also, but David.
It was with the husband. He like creeped me out or something. I don't know.
Oh, Jovan. He just sitting up there, just being like a simp.
Right. Like, what is the point, sir? Why are you here?
I'm not sure what point he serves. But also, Brick made no effort to try to figure out who killed Tiffany either. Like he just like she did. Time to move on.
He was leaving her anyway, so he was like, "Peace out."
Yeah. Did you notice that big old knot on his head? He looked like a cone head. Like he has a big ass fucking knot like right here. I couldn't stop seeing it. I was like, damn, like keep a hat on, bro. Like it just pointed.
It's a bit unfortunate.
It's all right though. He got the money. It's fine. It's fine. What else we got? Undercover cop. So Breeze.
Plain true.
What? I'm so glad Paris was eliminated. I couldn't take the acting. There's a lot of people on that list though. Be honest, there's a lot of people. I'm like, y'all, you don't need no lines. Just stop it.
Just stay and shake your ass a little bit.
Right. Because definitely they just went down to IG and was like, you. It's like I saw you in that G string. Just come on board. We'll get your acting later. Also, there's no way that India was dancing. Like when she auditioned for the club, which again doesn't have a name. I was like, there's no way she was up there dancing. That was definitely a double. I was like, no. Now again, Kyra, they make sure you saw a full face and ass. Like that was her. Like she does it. She knows how to do. Anyway,
too many tattoos. Like,
huh?
There's too many tattoos. It's too much.
She got a lot of ink. I mean, that's also Jason too. I mean, a lot of them. Sean was like neck. He's like neck down, like just covered in tattoos. So I mean, it seems to be a common thing. Breeze paid for Brick's bail. Somehow new wife was kidnapped and killed. Said the undercover cop also got killed. You know, related to your operation. Also knew that Ice was working with Sean, and Sean was a cop. I mean, she knew a lot of stuff. And Marcus has been Malik has been fucking your wife for a while. But I mean, she didn't run down. Kyra needs to go. Like, how do you know all this stuff? Why are you not taking care of this shit?
Well, she did some of it, apparently.
So at least Tiffany. That is the. Oh, he choked her out a couple of times. That's right. Speaking of this domestic abuse, he also was like, "What the fuck did you say?" She's like, "Don't you do that again." I'm like, "Why don't you shoot this dude? Like, why is this a conversation?
Now come over here and have sex with me." What?
Come on, baby, lay down. We gotta get up in the morning. We got a shipment. I was like, what is happening? But that second time around, he was like, I am better than this. I was like, you gotta go. Like this is a lot of. It's not okay. A lot of domestic violence. It's just not okay. So who kidnapped India? I don't know. See, I thought maybe it was Sean because Sean was on the phone creeping down talking to someone, and then all of a sudden the car. Huh?
It was Lamar. Lamar.
Oh, Lamar. Who's Lamar?
BMF.
Oh, my bad. Don't be like that.
Teleported from the 80s.
Oh, my bad. Okay, I got you. It's all Detroit based. It's all. I need some BMF wannabe relations. Maybe BMF is gonna be their new supplier of the liquid. Was it
Blue Meech?
Little
He'll
Meech could have did it.
make an appearance if
He,
you can
he,
stay
could,
out
he,
of trouble.
he could be a season. He could be a season 3. So it's eventually Tiffany. I mean, no, India. India's gonna end up pregnant. Of all the women just taking dick.
I mean, why not? Everybody else is pregnant.
Everybody got a baby coming. And again, Lachey is completely okay being a single mother. I'm like, I mean, why do you want to be back in your own clinic? Like, just to be like, I think it's Terrence. I think. And what is she gonna do when she finds out that he proposed? I mean, damn. The dude that got kicked out of the club. The dude that got. Oh, what? Who's the dude that got kicked out of the club? When? Trying to figure it out. Out of the strip club? The guy that got kicked out of the strip club. He was trying to have sex. That's right. He was trying to have. That's right. He was trying to push up on India, and then Ice came up and put a gun to his head and told him to get out. That's right. That dude. That sounds good. That sounds good. I can see that. I can see that. All right. What's up? See, now you're asking questions. See, now you're actually thinking about this show. You're like, so is Jay going to confront Brick for killing her husband, and then he has to say, he was fucking my wife, right? Yeah. So I thought that Yaya was gonna sleep with Malik because she was like, I need to know why my sister couldn't let you go. And I'm like,
what is the attraction with this little chubby fellow? I don't get it.
I have no idea. I mean, but he was definitely getting the draws. I don't know. Well, I mean, for a lot of these women, he was the boss, so that's a little bit different. I don't know why Yaya giving up the ass to the lawyer didn't make any kind of sense, because you paid this dude all kinds of money and you give him the ass, and Brick still gets out of jail. I'm like, and what happened to the lawyer? He just disappeared.
Maybe he's dead too.
I mean, I would like to see that on camera. If anything, that should have been Yaya killing him to be like, I fucked you for what? And he still gets out of jail. So when is Brick gonna find out that it was Yaya working with the lawyer? I think Malik told him. That's what hey, by the way, boss, partner, Yaya is fucking your lawyer and they are trying to keep you in jail. Also, what do you think about why didn't Kyra get on the visitors list? Because everybody was walking up in there. I'm trying to confuse why he didn't see.
That was just a reason for her to get mad and decide she didn't want to keep the baby. I don't know what's wrong.
And then why?
Because it doesn't make sense if you were going to leave her away from her.
Right? Why did she go to the funeral? That's a poor taste.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
That didn't make a lot of sense either. And then at the funeral, he's like, bitch, you're the reason I got arrested because your boyfriend came up here talking shit to me. And then immediately he's like, make sure you send some money to Kyra, make sure she's okay. I'm like, you just accused her of being the reason why you got arrested. Like this doesn't make He was giving me Terry Silver vibes. I like that. Because he was, right? He was trying to get the draws from her too. That's right. That's very true. That's very true. And he
don't need the money soon. You know what it comes.
Come on, baby. And so he's probably at the airport in section B. I tell you again, by far the worst writing in Power Book 1. Damn it. That's it. That's the absolute what the fuck were y'all thinking? It's like, how this is the only way we get out of this situation. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I was like, this trash. Just also, how dumb is Brick that his friend walks in and goes, hey man, how you doing? I'm doing all right. The club probably needs some management, and you're probably not getting out of here anytime soon. Yeah, what do you think I should do? I don't know. Maybe you should sign this
over everything to me.
This power of attorney.
Read it.
That I just happen to have. I just walk around with them because you never know.
I just printed it off of legal.com. Just pew.
Hey, and what does it do? Business partner? Oh, it gives you control over everything until you get out, though. That's how it's written. Like, I'm gonna explain it to you, so you don't have to read it. You just have to sign it. Go. Where's your lawyer? Where's Clive at this point? Like, let Clive look this over. Let Clive tell me this is a good idea. Don't give me to me, and you're the one going to benefit from all
No,
this.
you hire your lawyer to draft the power of attorney, so you know what it says.
Yes, there you go. Let Clive handle this, and then we can talk about this later. This is not an immediate decision. I'm not sure he's like, no, man, you need to sign this right now because Yaya's at the gates. I was like, but Yaya can't do shit because I got this magical piece of paper that I just remembered that I got where my wife's accident, I tricked her into signing over the ownership of the club. So it's already mine. So why didn't that pop up while he's sitting up there in jail? He has to wait till he gets out and be like, oh, ha, ha, ha. I got my magic piece of paper too. Also, I gotta agree with Yaya. What you do immediately is kick out the bitch that was fucking your sister's husband. That's what you definitely do. Like for Kyra to be like, why are you kicking me out of here? Because you were fucking my sister's husband. So that's what you just so you're not gonna be benefiting from said fucking. Like you gotta go now. I agree with that. Also, I love
instead of getting a regular job, she goes immediately to the strip club that she doesn't know how to dance.
Until
where's this college degree is getting some use at? Like, can we the profits of accounting jobs or whatever the heck her major is, something?
Why wasn't she managing the club at least? To be like, hey, I can manage the Dirty D, I can manage the Gentleman's Club. Like
who manage Hooters? Who cares?
Just put your degree
to
work.
You keep saying you so above this, and then you just go trotting your big ass right down to the strip club.
I love how she's like, I'm coming out of retirement. Like you're a bottle girl. She's like, I know I did it for a while, girl, but I'm coming out one last time. I was like, this is a professional
tons of clubs in the Dirty D where you can serve bottles. You ain't got to be naked on a pole if that's not what you want to do.
If that's not what you want to do. She's like, my only choice is shake my ass on this pole.
Get an OnlyFans. Walk around your house in a bikini, vacuuming the floors and shit. Something. They have people that do that. They clean up their house and then they have the cameras strategically placed, so you get some nice little angles.
Stacy knows too much about this. She's done a lot of research. I would submit she could have did that in Brick's provided apartment and paid for the apartment. To your point, I don't have to leave. I can just walk around in this very apartment showing this fat ass that I got, and I'm sure I can at least make enough money to pay my rent.
Show some feet, something.
But I don't know. Just show off your tattoos. Explain each one because you got a lot. But yeah, the business savvy of Brick was definitely questioned when he signed that bullshit power of attorney. And then
that's why Tiffany had everything in her name. Probably she was probably like, just sign this.
And they did it to each other. That's what he said. And then so Yaya was like, oh, Malik was like, hey, Yaya, we need to get this together because both of us got a power of attorney and together we have more power. What? And they're like, okay, we're going to work this thing out. I was like, stop saying power of attorney. I was going to count how many times they said it because it's that got on my nerves.
Like when Tyler Perry figures out a phrase or a word and he uses it like today.
Adrenaline shot. Ugh. With the shimmy, with the adrenaline. It's cool. It was entertaining. I had to watch it again. I just want to see where it was going. I'm generally interested in season 3. There will be a season 3. They're working on casting for season 3. How many more baby mamas are going to pop up? Don't even baby daddies. Don't even know. I'm trying to think if there are any children unaccounted for because that's what I was gonna say. The dialogue is very good because in the sense that if you go back and you listen to some of these people, like Boom was like, I got a 4-year-old son. I'm working out with my baby mom. And then later on, it's like, for the last 4 years, this guy's been paying child support. So like they're connecting it. Like we're going to come to this. Like they knew that they were going certain directions.
Oh, better write it than Tyler Perry. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. The Mr.
Tyler
Perry.
forgets quite a bit.
Yes. Well, again, Terrence's parental situation does get confusing. Is it just EJ? Is it TJ? Is it 2 of them? We don't even know the oldest kid. I mean, for the record, we did see Nikki's kid. I think we saw him before Boom almost shot his mother. I think he actually walked in. But either way, you don't date a man who tried to kill you. It's probably not a good idea. Then moving to his house, and avoiding the cops. Now also, this is nothing that didn't make any sense. If Marcus / Jason has been doing drug deals for Malik for so long that he built a relationship with him, you arrest and flip Malik, and then Malik will give you Brick because they're business partners. That's called RICO. Damn it! Like you said, he's my go-to, bro. We've been doing deals for so long that then you got plenty of evidence to at least arrest one of the members of this organization, and that will bring down the rest of the organization. Oh my God, we need evidence. We don't have any evidence. You got Malik. You got all kinds of shit on Malik. And then you got a whole undercover guy apparently in ICE that apparently no one knows about. I'm like, who was he? It's just random snitches pop up, but they acting like we can't take Brick down. He's too good. Just give him a sign of power of attorney, and his dumb ass will do it. And then like you get all the stuff anyway. I'm like, shit. Anyway, you got to figure out what's going on. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right.
And he's still alive.
All right, so we got Tiffany Davis is still alive. I would like for her to still be alive. I think her we need to see her body like for real, acknowledge it. I know she got a great site, but that don't mean shit. And then Marcus didn't even get a funeral. Paris didn't get shit. Nobody's even looking at that. Oh, other thing. No one went back to the spa in season 2. They're all worried about the dirty D, but you got a whole spa, which is a business where you can sell drugs and clean money. And, no one didn't even set foot in that place. In fact, they didn't even investigate Paris's dead body. That was done off camera. You just heard the fact that she was murdered. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, let's explore that. And that club is like this big. Like that, right? They just turn the camera. It's like, we're in the VIP section. Now we out. We're in the VIP section. Now we out. I'm like, the whole club is the section. Like it's like 5 seats. Just stand next to you. And who pays thousands of dollars for just like this? These random ass average Detroit fuckers are just like, hey, can I get a couple of bottles or whatever? Here's $10,000. I'm like, that's no, you ain't got that kind of money, bro. Which show is better, The Dirty D or All the Queen's Men? DeMarcus, why are you asking questions like this? Let me think about this.
I say All the Queen's Men.
What?
I say All the Queen's Men.
Longer episodes, better production value. So just for that, it's more show. But I still say storyline. Dirty D is better. It's not. We have not seen a doll dropped on a fucking car, and all of a sudden it's like, and like the silliness of Tyler Perry, just the silliness of it. No one has repeated themselves 150 times. Look at me. You're not looking at me. Look at me. So Dirty D is better, DeMarcus. I would say Dirty D is better. Shorter. It gets to the point. You got sex scenes. You got a lot of things you got to think about. You can actually, again, I watched the whole thing over again, and I'm still seeing things that you kind of like connect. I'm like, okay, that's something. To the question about where's the phone. So the question is, there's Tiffany and Malik. Well, not everybody. So Brick and Boom know that Tiffany and Malik were fucking now, so there's really no big reveal. The plot twists are insane on the Dirty D. Yes, it's a lot. Like I said, they throw a lot at you. And so it's like where's this gonna happen? What's going on with the district attorney? I could watch the Dirty D again before I would watch All the Queen's Men. Like a season, I would not watch a season of All the Queen's Men again. It's a lot more episodes too, though. You have to, again, 6 versus 22. I mean, that's a commitment. And it's a silliness. I mean, Tyler Perry just does silliness. So I'll say Dirty, compact drama and silliness and booties and titties for no reason. Just Yeah, just a lot of hi, how are you? And again, this this the sex scenes like range depending on the actor and the situation. Like some of them look legit and some of them look completely ridiculous. Like Malik humping Tiffany in the bathroom look ridiculous. Like
anybody looks ridiculous.
I was like, what is happening?
He just ain't. No.
But like the threesome between Money Mike and India and Honey, I was like, that's okay. They probably doing something for real. Like I could believe that. And then like India in general, like she like her scenes are like she working it. Like she's a method actor. Like you can tell she's like, hey, this is probably how I really do it. And Keisha, I don't know, Keisha had a couple times. I don't know. I was like, this a lot of tattoos. That's one thing I keep on taking away. A lot of tattoos on these people. So anyway, that's it. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you like Tubi, we got more Tubi stuff coming. I want to do Cinnamon. Has Cinnamon got put out? Terry showed me the with Jukebox. Huh?
I think it's next week.
All right, so we're gonna do Cinnamon with Jukebox. I want to do Killer Romance, Killer or something that relationship.
Oh, I did watch that. It was decent.
I like the idea of it. I want to do. It's a couple of Tubi movies I want to do. I feel like I still want to do that transgender one. That did crack me up.
Which one?
The one I told you, she was like, I don't want to be on top. Like the part one, not part two.
Yeah, but there's a part one and a part two.
I didn't see part two. I don't know if I can take it like that. No pun intended, I suppose. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. If you want to hang out with me, I'm going to the Brillo review. We're going to be discussing Tariq in depth. Apparently, he has some categories. I'm like, I think he wants me to defend why I say Tariq is trash, and I think he's gonna try to do the counter argument. So 5:00 Eastern Standard Time, the Brillo review. Come check us out there. This is all DeMarcus's fault. He threw my name out there. But apparently
it's a big review.
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently there's some kind of like wait for it, like there's some kind of advertisement because Kim told me she said she has a reminder on her thing. So Tariq Jane St. Patrick is about to get it. And we're gonna be doing that. All right, Stacey, I will see you over there.